We're going to watch the Italian maestro Elio Quarisa create this delicate goblet. It has a conical foot, a stem in the shape of a dragon, and a bowl with a crimped band around the middle. Elio began working in the glass factories at Murano, near Venice, at the age of 9. He spent his career working there, rising to primo maestro, the highest title in Murano glassworking. Although he is still based on the island of Murano, today Elio travels the world educating the next generation of glassblowers. Elio begins by making the dragon that will become the stem of the goblet. He blows a bubble of glass, then stretches it out into a long tube. He then shapes the tube to resemble a coiled dragon's body. The elaborate Murano style of glass requires that the work be done in teams. The maestro works at the bench while assistants prepare parts of the vessel and bring them to him as needed. Today, Elio is assisted by Jeff Mack and Matt Paskett, two Toledo glass artists. Matt brings him small, heated pieces of glass, which he adds to form the eyes. When the dragon's body is finished, it is cracked off the blowpipe and put in a kind of warming oven to keep it ready for later. Jeff then brings a bubble of glass, which will become the foot of the goblet. Elio adds it to a metal rod called a punty, in the process clipping the tip of the bubble to create an opening. Using a pair of glassworker's tongs called jacks, he enlarges the opening. By reheating the bubble in the furnace and spinning the punty, Elio opens the bubble more to create the foot. The foot is then transferred to another punty so it can be prepared for the dragon stem. In Murano glassworking, parts of a vessel are transferred frequently from punty to punty as they are shaped. Matt brings a blob of hot glass which becomes the base of the stem. Jeff brings the dragon's body, which has been reheated in the furnace. Elio wraps the tail around the base of the stem and angles the body. Blobs of hot glass are added to the dragon's body and shaped by Elio into fins, wings, and a crest. One of the impressive things about watching Elio work is how his movements are quick without being hurried. Every movement is smooth and precise. When the foot and stem are finished, they are removed from the punty and taken to the holding oven, which American glass artists call the garage. So far, so good, and Elio pauses for a bit of team building, Murano style. To create the bowl of the goblet, Elio starts by blowing a bubble of hot glass into a ribbed mold, called an optic mold. As Elio shapes the bubble, Jeff blows into the blowpipe to inflate it. Jeff brings a punty with hot glass, which is wound around the middle of the bubble. This is called a trail. Elio then pinches the trail to create a decorative band. The bubble is transferred to another punty, and the other end is opened up to become the rim of the bowl. After much reheating and shaping, the bowl is completely open and ready to be joined to the stem and foot, which are still in the garage. The bowl is transferred one final time to another punty. Jeff brings the foot and stem, which are attached to the bowl with a blob of hot glass acting as glue. When everything is lined up, Matt brings a heated metal fork, which he slips under the bowl. Elio taps the punty, removing it from the goblet, and Matt takes it, very carefully, to the annealing oven. To eliminate the heat stresses that have built up in the glass as it's been shaped, the annealing oven takes the temperature down very gradually over a period of 24 to 36 hours. A round of applause for a long, delicate process brought to a successful conclusion. Glass created by Elio Quarisa, including the goblet seen in this video, is available in the museum store. You can see this and many other glass processes every day at the Toledo Museum of Art Glass Pavilion.